The Power of Visualization. A guided journal for manifesting goals through creative visualization. Ciro Irmici. Copyright 2024 Ciro Irmici. All rights reserved. The Power of Visualization. Welcome to The Power of Visualization, a guided journal for manifesting goals through creative visualization. You are about to embark on a journey that could transform your life in ways you may have never imagined. Whether you're new to visualization or looking to refine your skills, this journal will serve as both a guide and a tool to help you align your desires with the power of your mind. At its core, visualization is the process of using your imagination to create vivid pictures of your desired outcomes, experiences, or emotions. It's more than just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's about intentionally focusing your thoughts and emotions on what you want to bring into your reality. This practice taps into one of the most powerful tools available to you: your mind's ability to influence the physical world around you. Why visualization works, you may be wondering. How can simply picturing something in your mind make it real? The answer lies in the brain's ability to interpret mental images as reality. When you vividly imagine something, whether it's a goal, a situation, or even a feeling, your brain responds as if you are actually experiencing it. Research has shown that athletes, for example, who mentally rehearse their performance can improve their skills, sometimes even as effectively as physical practice. This happens because visualization activates the same neural pathways in the brain as real-life actions do. In other words, your mind doesn't always distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. But the benefits of visualization go beyond just creating mental blueprints. When you visualize your goals consistently, you activate the law of attraction. This universal law suggests that the energy you send out through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs attracts similar energy back to you. Visualization, when done with intention and emotion, helps you align your energy with the things you want to manifest. As you focus on these positive outcomes, you begin to attract circumstances, opportunities, and even people that align with your goals. The role of emotion in visualization. One key element that makes visualization so powerful is the role of emotion. It's not enough to just see an image of what you want. You must also feel it deeply. Imagine what it would feel like to achieve your dream. Feel the excitement, the joy, the relief. When you pair those emotions with the mental image of your desired outcome, you're amplifying the energy behind your intention. Emotions are a vibrational force, and they can help supercharge your ability to manifest. This is why visualization is not just a mental exercise, but an emotional one as well. As you move through this journal, I will guide you to focus not just on what you want, but how achieving it will make you feel. By engaging both your mind and heart, you'll tap into the full power of this practice. What you can achieve with visualization. Visualization can be used for virtually any goal, whether you're looking to manifest a new career, financial abundance, health, relationships, or personal growth. The beauty of this process is that there are no limits to what you can manifest. You are the creator of your reality, and through intentional visualization, you can consciously direct your life in the way you desire. In this journal, we will explore various aspects of visualization that will help you deepen your practice. You'll learn how to set clear intentions, overcome mental blocks, and align your visualizations with your emotions. Each chapter will provide insights, exercises, and journal prompts to guide you through your journey. Whether you want to manifest short-term goals or long-term dreams, this journal will be your companion in the process. A journey of personal transformation. As you move through this guided journal, remember that visualization is not just about reaching your goals, it's also about transforming yourself from within. You'll develop a deeper connection with your inner desires, clarify your vision for the future, and cultivate the confidence needed to achieve your dreams. Visualization will help you become more mindful of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to be more intentional with your actions. Think of this journal as a personal coach, gently guiding you through each step of the process. You'll be encouraged to explore your deepest desires, challenge any limiting beliefs, and celebrate each milestone along the way. You'll learn that visualization isn't just a tool for creating external success, it's also a way to cultivate inner peace, resilience, and self-awareness. How to use this journal. This journal is designed to be interactive. Each chapter will provide exercises and prompts to help you put what you've learned into practice. Take your time as you move through each section, and allow yourself to reflect deeply on your goals, emotions, and visualizations. The more time and energy you invest in this process, the more powerful the results will be. You might want to establish a daily practice where you dedicate time to visualization and journaling. Whether it's 10 minutes in the morning or a quiet moment before bed, find a time that works for you and commit to it. Consistency is key when it comes to manifesting your desires. Remember, this is your personal journey. There's no right or wrong way to use this journal. What matters most is that you are intentional and open to the process. Some days, visualization may feel effortless and joyful. Other days you may encounter resistance or doubts. That's okay. Trust the process and keep moving forward. Start visualizing today. As you begin your journey with this journal, know that you are stepping into your power as a creator. Visualization is a tool that has been used by successful people throughout history. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, and spiritual leaders alike have harnessed its power to manifest their dreams. And now it's your turn. By committing to this practice, you're taking a proactive step toward creating the life you desire. Whether your goals are big or small, simple or complex, visualization can help you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions to bring them to life. I invite you to approach this journey with an open mind and heart. Believe in the power of your imagination. Believe in your ability to manifest your dreams. And most importantly, believe in yourself. The journey ahead is one of discovery, growth, and transformation, and I'm honored to be a part of it with you. Let's begin. The science of visualization. Visualization is a concept that may seem almost magical on the surface, but it is deeply rooted in science. Before we dive into the practical techniques of visualizing your goals, it's important to understand how and why visualization works. By understanding the science behind it, you'll gain confidence in the process and know that you are not just wishing for things to happen. You are actively engaging your mind in a proven method that influences real change. How the brain processes visualization. Our brains are incredibly complex, but one of their most fascinating abilities is how they respond to imagined experiences in a similar way as they do to real experiences. When you vividly picture something in your mind, your brain activates the same neural networks as it would if you were physically experiencing that scenario. In other words, the brain doesn't always differentiate between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. This phenomenon has been confirmed by numerous studies, particularly in the field of sports psychology. Athletes have long used visualization to enhance their performance, and scientific research supports the idea that mental rehearsal can improve motor skills. For example, a basketball player who practices free throws mentally can improve their accuracy almost as much as someone who practices physically. This happens because the brain is strengthening the same neural pathways, whether the body is actually moving or not. But this principle doesn't just apply to physical activities. The same mental processes occur when you visualize yourself achieving personal or professional goals. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding in your career, making positive changes in your life, or achieving financial abundance, your brain starts to practice those scenarios. Over time, your mind becomes more familiar with success, making it easier for you to take real-world actions that align with those visualizations. Neuroplasticity, changing your brain. At the heart of visualization is a concept known as neuroplasticity. This is the brain's remarkable ability to change and adapt in response to experiences. Every time you learn something new or practice a skill, whether mentally or physically, your brain forms new connections between neurons. These connections can strengthen over time, effectively rewiring your brain to support new habits, behaviors, and ways of thinking. When you visualize your goals with consistency, you're harnessing the power of neuroplasticity to rewire your brain for success. By repeatedly imagining yourself achieving a specific goal, you start to build and reinforce neural pathways that align with that goal. Your brain becomes more attuned to noticing opportunities, resources, and solutions that help bring your vision to life. This is why visualization is not just a passive activity. It's an active way to engage your brain and help it work in your favor. As you visualize, you're essentially teaching your brain to think and act in ways that are aligned with the success you want to achieve. The law of attraction. Energy and focus. Visualization also connects to the principles of the law of attraction, a concept that suggests that the energy you send out into the universe through your thoughts and emotions directly influences what you attract into your life. While the law of attraction may not be a scientific theory, many of its principles align with what we know about how the brain works. When you focus your thoughts and emotions on a specific outcome, whether it's success, abundance, or happiness, you begin to align your subconscious mind with that outcome. Your brain becomes more attuned to spotting opportunities, solutions, and resources that will help you achieve your goal. This is often referred to as the reticular activating system, RAS, a part of your brain that filters information and highlights what is relevant to your desires. For example, if you've ever decided to buy a new car and suddenly started seeing that exact model everywhere, you've experienced the RAS in action. The car was always there, but now that your brain is focused on it, you're more aware of its presence. The same happens when you focus on visualizing success. Your brain starts to notice opportunities, connections, and ideas that align with your desired outcome. Visualization and emotional resonance. Another important aspect of visualization is the role of emotion. When you visualize your goals, it's not enough to simply picture the end result, you need to feel it. The more emotionally charged your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. This is because emotions are a form of energy, and when you combine them with your mental imagery, you're amplifying the signals you're sending out to the universe and to your subconscious mind. Research in neuroscience has shown that when emotions are involved, the brain becomes much more engaged. Emotional experiences leave a stronger imprint on the brain, making it easier to remember and act on those experiences. This is why, when you visualize your goals, you should also focus on how achieving those goals will make you feel. Will you feel joy, relief, excitement, or pride? Whatever it is, embrace that emotion fully during your visualization sessions. By pairing your visualizations with strong positive emotions, you're not only making the process more enjoyable, but also giving it more power. You'll find that over time, these positive feelings will start to influence your actions and choices, making it easier to take the steps necessary to achieve your goals. The science of belief. Lastly, belief plays a significant role in the effectiveness of visualization. Visualization works best when you truly believe in the possibility of your desired outcome. If deep down you're filled with doubt or disbelief, it will create internal resistance, making it harder for your visualizations to manifest. This is why it's essential to cultivate a mindset of belief and trust in the process. Science tells us that when we believe something is possible, we're more likely to act in ways that align with that belief. Studies in placebo effects demonstrate the power of belief, where patients who believe they are receiving treatment often experience real improvements, even if the treatment was a placebo. This shows how much influence our mind can have on our physical reality when we believe in something. In visualization, belief works in much the same way. The stronger your belief that you can achieve your goals, the more your actions and thoughts will naturally align with those outcomes. Key takeaways. Visualization activates the same neural pathways in the brain as actual experiences, making it a powerful tool for personal transformation. Neuroplasticity allows your brain to change and adapt based on the repeated practice of visualizing your desired outcomes. The law of attraction suggests that what you focus on with intention and emotion will be drawn into your life. Emotions play a critical role in making visualizations more effective. The more you feel the success you're visualizing, the more powerful your manifestation will be. Belief is essential. When you believe in the possibility of your success, you're more likely to act in alignment with that belief. Your visualization practice. Now that you understand the science behind visualization, it's time to begin your practice. The following exercise will help you get started with a simple but powerful visualization technique. Exercise: Creating your ideal vision. 1. Find a quiet space. Sit or lie down in a comfortable, quiet place where you won't be disturbed. 2. Set your intention. Before you begin, clearly define what you want to visualize. This could be a specific goal, a feeling, or an experience you wish to manifest. 3. Visualize with detail. Close your eyes and picture your desired outcome in as much detail as possible. Imagine the sights, sounds, and sensations that accompany this vision. 4. Engage your emotions. As you visualize, allow yourself to feel the emotions that come with achieving this goal. Feel the joy, satisfaction, or pride as if it is already happening. 5. Stay in the moment. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your goal, fully immersed in the experience. 6. Write it down. After your session, open your journal and write about what you visualized. Be detailed about both the imagery and the emotions you experienced. By incorporating visualization into your daily routine, you're laying the foundation for manifesting your goals. Remember, your brain is a powerful tool, and with the right focus, emotion, and belief, you can create the life you envision. Setting clear intentions. Visualization is a powerful tool, but it becomes even more effective when it's paired with clear intentions. The foundation of any successful visualization practice lies in knowing exactly what you want to manifest. Without clarity, your visualizations can become scattered, lacking the precision and focus needed to bring your desires into reality. This chapter is all about defining your goals with clarity and intention, so you can harness the full power of visualization. The importance of clarity. Clarity is essential because it directs your mental and emotional energy toward a specific outcome. Imagine trying to use a magnifying glass to start a fire. If you move the glass around, the sunlight is scattered and nothing happens. But if you hold the magnifying glass steady and focus the light on one spot, the energy is concentrated, and you ignite a flame. The same principle applies to visualization. When your energy is scattered across vague desires, it's much harder to manifest anything concrete. But when you focus on a specific intention, the energy becomes concentrated and powerful. Having a clear intention also helps you define the steps you need to take to bring your goals to life. It's not enough to just imagine success. You need to know what that success looks like in specific terms. Clarity helps you identify the opportunities, actions, and resources required to reach your goals. The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes for your brain to filter out distractions and focus on the actions that move you closer to your desired outcome. Intention versus wishful thinking. It's important to distinguish between an intention and wishful thinking. An intention is a deliberate and focused decision about what you want to create in your life. It carries a sense of commitment and responsibility. When you set an intention, you're declaring that this is what you want, and you're willing to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions to achieve it. On the other hand, wishful thinking is passive. It's a vague hope that something good will happen, but without any real sense of direction or commitment. An intention is proactive. It doesn't wait for things to magically happen. Instead, it aligns your focus, emotions, and actions to bring about the desired result. This is why setting clear intentions is such an important step before diving into visualization. Without a clear intention, you're essentially asking for something, but not really giving yourself a clear path to get there. How to set clear intentions. Setting clear intentions doesn't have to be a complicated process, but it does require you to be thoughtful and specific about what you want. Often we think we know what we want, but when we take a closer look, Our desires can be vague or contradictory. That's why it's helpful to spend time reflecting on what truly matters to you before you start visualizing. Here are some steps to help you set clear intentions. 1. Reflect on your true desires. Take some time to think deeply about what you really want. It's easy to get caught up in surface-level goals, like wanting more money or a better job, but dig deeper. Why do you want these things? What do they represent to you? Are they aligned with your core values and who you want to become? 2. Be specific. General desires like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy are too vague. What does success look like to you? Is it financial freedom, owning your own business, or having a fulfilling career? The more specific you are, the clearer your visualizations will be, and the easier it will be to focus your energy on making it happen. 3. Consider the feelings behind the goal. Once you've identified what you want, think about how achieving that goal will make you feel. Will you feel empowered, fulfilled, or joyful? These emotions are just as important as the actual outcome, because they guide the energy behind your intentions. When you know how you want to feel, you can start aligning your thoughts and actions with those feelings, even before your goal is achieved. 4. Write your intentions down. Putting your intentions into writing solidifies them and makes them real. When you write down what you want, you're making a commitment to yourself. It's no longer just an idea floating in your mind. It's something concrete that you can refer back to, adjust and refine as you progress. 5. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. This is crucial. Many people focus their energy on avoiding what they don't want, rather than attracting what they do want. For example, instead of setting an intention like, I don't want to be stressed anymore, reframe it as, I want to experience peace and calm in my daily life. The mind responds to the direction you give it, so it's important to frame your intentions in positive terms. Aligning intentions with visualization. Once you've set clear intentions, you can integrate them into your visualization practice. The clearer your intention, the more detailed and vivid your visualizations will become. When you sit down to visualize, you won't just be imagining a vague idea of success or happiness, you'll be seeing and feeling the specific goals you've set for yourself. As you begin to visualize with clarity, notice how your mind starts to focus on the finer details. Instead of a hazy image of a future where you're successful, you might start to see yourself in a specific role, working in a particular place, interacting with certain people, or enjoying particular experiences. Your brain starts to fill in the gaps, creating a mental map of what achieving your goal looks and feels like. This is where the magic of visualization happens. By setting clear intentions, you're giving your mind the blueprint it needs to start creating that reality. The more precise you are, the more you'll notice that your mind is actively looking for ways to bring your visualizations to life. The power of focused energy. Another key benefit of setting clear intentions is the way it directs your energy. Every thought, belief, and action carries energy. When you're unclear about what you want, your energy is diffused. It's scattered across too many possibilities. But when you set a clear intention, you're focusing that energy on a single point. Like a laser beam, your focused energy becomes more powerful and effective at creating the outcome you desire. It's important to remember that setting an intention is not about obsessing over a specific outcome or controlling every detail. Instead, it's about being clear on what you want, while also being open to the many ways the universe can bring it into your life. Sometimes, the path to your goal will look different from what you imagine, but that's where trust comes in. By setting a clear intention, you're signaling to yourself and the universe that you're ready to receive, even if the form it takes is unexpected. Staying committed to your intentions. Once you've set your intentions, the next step is to stay committed to them. It's easy to get caught up in daily distractions or start doubting whether your goals are achievable. But remember, intention setting is not a one-time event. It's a process that requires consistency and faith. One way to stay committed is to revisit your intentions regularly. Make it a habit to review them daily or weekly, either by reading what you've written or simply reflecting on them. You can also adjust your intentions over time as your goals evolve or become clearer. The key is to keep your focus on what you want, so your energy stays aligned with your desired outcome. Another way to maintain commitment is to combine intention setting with action. Intentions are powerful, but they require action to bring them into reality. By taking small, consistent steps toward your goal, you're reinforcing your intention and demonstrating to yourself that you are serious about manifesting your desires. Even small actions, like making a phone call, sending an email, or spending 10 minutes a day visualizing, can create momentum and keep your intentions alive. Trusting the process, setting clear intentions, is the first step toward manifesting your goals, but it's also important to trust the process. Manifestation doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes, it takes time for your intentions to align with the right opportunities, people, and circumstances. This is where patience and faith come in. When you trust the process, you're sending a message to yourself and the universe that you believe in your power to create the life you desire. You're letting go of the need for immediate results and allowing your intentions to unfold in their own time. Trusting the process also means being open to surprises. Sometimes, what manifests may look different from what you initially envisioned, but it may be even better than you imagined. Your next step: visualizing with clear intentions. Now that you've learned how to set clear intentions, it's time to incorporate this clarity into your visualization practice. Remember, the more specific and focused your intention, the more powerful your visualizations will become. Exercise: defining your intention. 1. Quiet your mind. Find a peaceful place to sit, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Allow your mind to settle. 2. Reflect on what you want. Spend a few minutes thinking about what you truly want to manifest in your life. Focus on one area, such as career, relationships, or personal growth. 3. Write down your intention. Open your journal and write a clear, specific statement of what you want. Include the emotions you want to feel when you achieve this goal. 4. Visualize your intention. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing yourself achieving this goal. Picture it clearly and feel the emotions that come with it. 5. Revisit your intention daily. Make a commitment to review and visualize your intention each day, keeping your energy focused on your desired outcome. By setting clear intentions, you're giving yourself the gift of focus, direction, and purpose. Your intentions are the guiding stars that will lead you toward the life you want to create. With clarity in your heart and mind, you're ready to harness the full power of visualization.